Good morning. Woke up this morning, got out of my bed. I looked around, this is what I see. Thank you, Lord, for that day. All the blessings just in my way. I could have been dead in my grave, but you told it. Get back and hey. Ooh, another blessing. Ooh, another blessing. Ooh, another blessing. Ooh, another blessing. Ooh. Morning, Cookie. Another blessing. Morning, Cookie. Morning, guys. I was still jamming. Can we sing again? Because, like, you know what? We are blessed. We really have to appreciate that. Listen to this. Yeah. I woke up this morning, got out of my bed. I looked around. This is what I see. And thank you, Lord, for that day. All the blessings just in my way. I could have been dead in my grave, but you told me, yeah, back then. Hey, ooh, another blessing. Ooh, another blessing. Ooh, another blessing. Okay, that's enough now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Glory with a Real Talk with Ntabi. So I think often when I do this, I don't really introduce the channel. So I'll start by saying, my name is Ntabi, and of course, this is Real Talk with Ntabi, a channel where you can expect everything empowerment and transformation. So every morning we go live at 8 a.m. and do the Morning Glory, where we share and somehow encourage each other on how we can kickstart our day and to just build, from there and just having a productive day, if I may call it that. Or of course, not just even a day, because the kind of conversations that we engage on is not really for you to just, use it for your morning routine only, but it can also help you and empower you and transform your life. All right. Hey, Sibu. Sibu is early today, so let me greet you guys. Hey Tato, like him before watching. I appreciate that. Please like this video. And I understand that sometimes when you're watching a live, it's not easy for you to just like the video immediately because often you're on the chats and everything. But please like this video. I want it to be recommended to more people. I'm not using the mic right now. I just noticed. Just tell me if the quality is good. Do I need to get my mic, or you happy with the quality? Please let me know. Good morning, Koki. I love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for jumping in. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a good morning. Did you do your morning run? Hi, Sibu. Welcome. You're so early today. You are earlier than yesterday. I'm glad. And I hope that you catched up on yesterday's Morning Glory because you came in 5 minutes before. Anyway, I'm super excited. You know what? I have my coffee and I didn't bring my coffee table, so that I can put it there because I'm sitting outside. But you know what? A girl will make a plan. Sizozam. A plan will happen. All right. The quality is so great. All right. The quality is great. Okay, I'm happy. If the quality is good, then we are good to go. I do not need to go get my mic. All right. So that's fine. We're about to start. How are you guys doing? Are you having a good morning? Just as I was about to start, something came to mind, and I think it was just obviously after doing my gratitude, journaling my gratitude list, like journaling what I'm grateful for and all that. And something came to mind, and I said, if you can trust God with each and everything, if you can just trust him enough, he will blow your mind. He will just blow your mind. I just wanted to say that he will definitely blow your mind. And which brings us to the conversation of today. I'm that girl who makes notes, so I always want to go back to my notes and check them, okay? So this 30 minutes will be a very impactful 30 minutes where we actually 25 minutes because already 5 minutes is up. So today we're talking about the sacrifices that you have to make to achieve greatness in your life and the price that you have to pay for all of that. All right. So before I start, let's see. I think we have a comment. Goki says, yes, we're having a happy Thursday. I'm super glad. All right. So let's start with the topic for the day. I'm gonna copy it. So I started to be smart with this technology and realized that having to type really takes so so and after doing I just copy and paste because like a lot of time. So I'm going to copy the sacrifices you make to achieve greatness and the price you pay. All right. Okay. So we're going to start with the first one. Now, okay, before we start with the first one, let me just break the ice or just somehow give you some kind of a summary of where we're going with this. So now when you think of sacrifices that you have to make to achieve greatness in life, you first need to think of this, that, you know what, for you to achieve something great, there are sacrifices that you're going to have to make. Some will be good, some will be bad. And you have to somehow know the price that you need to pay. But having said that, it's important to actually justify or somehow find the right way of, you know, channeling those sacrifices. What are you sacrificing? Is it worth the sacrifice? Because often we sacrifice certain things and then realize that at the later stage, the price that we pay is so bad, and to a point where we even have regrets. So this conversation is aimed to empower you, to help you not to have regrets on whatever that you're willing to sacrifice. All right. So I'm going to start now. Do you have a message? No, we don't have a comment. All right. So the first one, I think this is one of the most important one. And yeah, I have to start with this one. Family. We know that family is very important. We know that having a family is really an amazing thing. I, for one, am big on family, and I normally use this hashtag. I love it so much. Hashtag family over everything. This is really clarity to say I am for family, and I can do anything to just make sure that I am in good terms with my family. Everything is it's in order. I give it my all. I do my best to take care of them and to obviously build, you know, a great foundation for them. So family is important, and often for us to achieve something in life or to achieve our goals and to be great, you know, whether you want to build an empire, whether you want to build your business, whether you want to build that company that you want, you often do it because you're looking at the family. You often do it because you know that you have people to take care of, right? You often think of how you can make things better for your family, make things better for your loved ones, and you will do whatever it takes to make sure that you do that. And one of those things can include financially, like finances. And obviously finances is one topic that I'm going to talk about. But now when you think about family, often you start to be focused more on what you need to achieve, like the business, the reaching that goal, having sleepless nights, not tucking in the kids at night, not making time for family, because you know that, hey, I need to sacrifice certain things. I am working for them. And it's good. It's good that you are working for your family. It's good that you are obviously putting in so many hours for the better of your family because you want to give them a better life. But while you're in that process, I'm encouraging you to be cautious in terms of how you make those sacrifices, because you don't want to find yourself having had built all this empire, building all the wealth, and then the next thing tomorrow, you don't even have a family to really give or share those things with. So please be cautious of that point. And I think this is one point that a lot of people would overlook, because you would bring in business, you would build, that million or billion dollar company, whatever. And what you will do once you get the rewards or the profit comes in, you either buy your family beautiful homes, beautiful cars, you buy your kids all the things that they want in the world, which is super great. You are really doing wonders for your family. But also, please be alert or be aware of the fact that money doesn't always buy everything. Money can't buy everything. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is that, having time with family and being able to somehow connect with your family, spending time with them can really mean more than the materials that you have in place. So try to find a good balance. Yes, sacrifice the hours, because if you don't sacrifice certain hours, how will you build your brand? How will you build your business, right? While you do that, please also consider making time for family. And there are many ways in terms like in which you can do that. If it means you consider having like a weekend away with your family, or even in just a day, just to dedicate the day to say, I'm not going to touch work, I'm just going to spend time with family. So try by all means to do that. All right, so let me move to the next one. I think I dwelled much on the family one, but I think it's the very important one. All right, so let's see our comments before we move to the next one. I'm having coffee with a straw, so don't be shocked, guys. Can actually be a plug for you. I love coffee. I'm kind of addicted, but I'm praying that I will get over the addiction. So normally coffee makes your teeth like brownish or cream. So to avoid doing that, I have to use like this straw so that I protect my teeth. And yeah, so that's the tip if you need it, if you love coffee, of course. All right, so let's greet the ones that just joined in. Brenda says, I love this glow this morning. Thank you, honey. It's because of the song that I played. Can I play it for you? Can I play it for you? I wanna really play and tell you where the glow is coming. This is where the glow is coming, Brenda. Listen to this. Woke up this morning, got out of my bed. I looked around, this is what I see. I thank you, Lord, for another day. All the blessings. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, another blessing. Ooh, another blessing. Ooh. Okay, that's enough. All right, thank you so much, Brenda. That is where the glow is coming. It's because I'm grateful for this day. I just looked around and I saw grace. I looked around, I saw the sun. I looked around, I could breathe. I looked around, I could see my shelter. I could see my family. I could see my partner. I mean, you know what? God is great. Azola, hey girl. I was in Tabi. Family is everything, honey. I totally agree. Family is everything. And I must say, there's so much that we really need to appreciate about family, because there's nothing like family. And having said that, there might be someone here who feels like, you know what, I feel like family is that it's actually, I get that family love from strangers. It happens. But I always say that if you have built a connection with a person, whether it's your friend or you guys became sisters and all that, that really converts into family. Because if you can even confide in them, if you can have a moment where you engage on things that are very secret to you, it means that you trust that person or those kind of people in your cycle as family. So yeah. All right. So Bree say, goeiemôre. Hoe gaan dit, Bree? Goed, dankie hoor. Ons kan praat hierso. Hoor. Goeiemôre. Sibu says balance is key in the process of the hustle. Says most of us get carried away and forget about other responsibilities. Time and attention needs to be divided in a wise way. I totally agree, Sibu. We really need to really find a good balance, okay? If there isn't a balance, unfortunately, something will actually suffer. So to avoid something else suffering, let's strike a balance. Let's appreciate that God has blessed us with whatever opportunities that we have, whatever careers that we have, and also He has blessed us with family. So if He has blessed us and allowed us to actually have those two, why are we neglecting another? Why are we not taking care of both, right? So I like that. Thank you so much for sharing that. Good morning, Pindy. Hey, hey. Welcome to the Morning Glory. This is a dope song. I know. You know what? I would want to play it, but the neighbors will think that, you know what, this one is really onto us this morning. Hey Sylvie. Hey Tavi, first time to the YouTube live. Thank you, Sylvie. Guys, can we give Sylvie some love? Sylvie some love. She's joining us for the very first time on the Morning Glory. And this is our third episode, right? This is our third episode of the Morning Glory. Let's give her some love, honeys. Let's give her some love. Thank you so much. Welcome, my queen. Koki is already giving Sylvie some love. Welcome, Sylvie. Thank you so much, Koki, for that. You have really taken the lead because I was about to say, can we just give her some love? I love you so much for that. Okay. All right. Thank you, Koki. I see you here as well. Yeah, I like it. Awesome. All right. So we're moving on to number 2, right? You know, coffee, ne? Coffee is a problem. Having to drink and speak at the same time, it really doesn't work much. All right. So we're moving on to the second point, which I think all of us here would really have more interest in. Friends. So some of the sacrifices that you'll need to make in order for you to achieve greatness is to sacrifice certain friends. And this basically means that in the process of you wanting to achieve something, you're bound to lose people. You're bound to lose friends. And often people don't understand your vision, don't understand your goal. And it's okay when people don't understand that. It's okay. But now, the challenge with someone who doesn't understand your vision is that they often tend to really think that you are kind of awkward, or whatever goal that you want is not relevant. And instead of them supporting you, they would either want to drift apart, or they'll feel like, you know what, we are not vibing with this one. Let's just ignore this person. And again, if you have those friends, you know what, let me just say this. 2020 has really been an amazing year in terms of helping you to really cut out on things that are just not necessary. Like, for example, this example that I'm going to make is like, for example, if you have friends that often likes going out, if you need to sacrifice and work on your brand, work on your business, you have to understand that there will be sacrifices that you have to make, the hours that you need to put in, which means that you won't be able to go out with them and go party and all that, right? So what I'm saying is that those people, when you lose them, it's somehow a clear indication that, okay, I really have people that want to have fun, that want to enjoy life with me and just be on a fun moment, but forget that they need to work. All right. So that is really a problem. So be prepared to lose friends and be okay with it. Okay. Because not everyone will support that vision that you have. So the reason why I'm saying, the pandemic has really somehow helped us, because right now it's like, even now we are back to level 1, but it's things are a little bit different. You're still a bit skeptical when you think, okay, I need to go out. Like, it's no longer the same. I don't think we will completely go back to how things were before. I doubt that. So in terms of sacrificing the time and cutting out certain people, I mean, if you have friends that will want you to always hang out during weekends when you need to work, chances are they'll feel like, oh, this one doesn't want to hang out with us anymore, if of course they don't understand your vision. And it also says that try to look into your circle and see who are you associating yourself with. The friends that you're associating yourself with, are they friends that are really worth keeping? Are they friends that you can have a decent conversation to say, you know what, we really need to look into our lives and build ourselves, build our brands, whatever. So if you don't have a circle of people where you also engage on important things, your life, your career, your growth, your wealth, then I don't know. I don't know, girl. I don't know, sis. I don't know. Period. You're gonna cut them out if they are not really aligned with you. And sometimes not necessarily cut them out, because you have those friends where you can engage with them, but you can engage on certain topics, not really deep stuff. But just draw the line, make them aware that I can only sacrifice so much. I can just be with you guys for an hour, or I just cannot. Period. I cannot. I'll be with you guys when I can. If it means it's a year or 2 years from now, or once a year, it is what it is, honey. It is what it is. All right. So let's see the comments. All righty. Go to Mom Live. Hello, Queen. Welcome. Good to see you. Pindi says, so true, says, not only are you bound to lose friends, but also followers. Some people can't contain your next level. Can I drum roll, please? Louder, please, louder. Some people can't contain your next level. And here's the thing, when you prosper in life, you will see that some people just can't handle the heat. And not because they are no longer in your league, but they realize that, you know what, this person is fired up, is just not in our league. And I feel like God is amazing in a way that He will expose certain people in your life that are meant to remain in your life and that are meant to just leave. And we cannot remain the same. I always say that we did not start to stop. We didn't start to stop. All right. So there's no way that we can remain stagnant and not prosper. Yes, honey, I like it. Absolutely. Yes, girl to mom. I'm glad that you're agreeing with me. All right. Sylvie says, if you're doing something to grow you, you lose friends. Then they were never friends. I like that. True friends may not understand your vision, but they will support you. I love that because you have really touched on a part that I didn't touch on, which is important. Just because you don't understand my vision does not mean you cannot support me. Just because what I'm doing is not aligned to your goal does not mean you cannot support me. If you are a good friend, a true friend, you will support me either way. You will listen to me and go like, okay, okay, web and graphic designs, okay, content creation, okay, digital boss, brand building, okay, I hear you, but I don't get what you're saying, but I am with you anyway. So I like that. Thank you so much for emphasizing that, Sylvie. Appreciate that. Guilty Mom Life says 2020 helped us prune irrelevant things. Exactly, it did. And I always say that, in the midst of anything negative, anything bad happening, there's always something good that happens. There's always something good that we can take out. And in this case, we really had to take out irrelevant things and focus even how we spend our time. So I love that. And the people, yes, ma'am, totally agree. Sibu says, I so agree with Sylvie. Real friends may not understand the vision, but they remain supportive. Yes, I love it. I love it. We are together on this. Good questions. Awesome. Are they your power circle? That's a very good question. Let's ask ourselves those things. And yeah, if they are true, they will be they will remain. Sibu says, be okay with losing dead weight. Period, honey. Period. Like if something is just heavy on you and is not even lose it, it's okay. It's okay. Life goes on. Life goes on. All right. Big on healing. Hey, honey, I love the plant. This is Grace. Say hi to Grace. Thank you so much. This is Grace. I felt like I've been neglecting her because she's outside, so I gotta come outside and spend more time with Grace. She's Grace, by the way, okay? That's her name. That's her name. If you didn't watch the morning live, the morning glory yesterday, we actually officially gave Grace a name. So yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Also, we must, Sylvie says, also we must normalize letting those toxic friends, but we hold on to them because of their fear of being alone. We're worried that when you make it, you won't have anyone to celebrate it with. Nonsense. I totally agree. That is nonsense. I love that you ended with nonsense and exclamation. That is nonsense. No ways. No. If God has set a purpose in your life, you cannot resist God's gift to you, and not fulfilling your purpose because you're worried about Abansuwa Zotini syndrome, your friends that will not actually even put a plate on your table, or just people, or the so-called friends, because sometimes we think we have friends, but later on we realize that we didn't really have friends. So I totally agree. We should not really worry. If God has actually set, that path in your life to say, you're going to enjoy this with one person or two people, then it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. And I always say that God will bring the right people in your life. God will not just bring people that are not relevant. So God will bring the right people. Awesome. Goki says, catch later, work out clock, go work, honey. Go make that ching ching. We gotta coin it. Go make that ching ching. It's all good. Thank you so much. I'm also gonna try to be quick because we are on 28 minutes. But I'm loving this conversation because we really are on, we are actually understanding each other, and we're engaging on this, and I think it's so relevant, and I appreciate that, guys. So I think this also includes sacrifice, like social time. I think it also goes with the friends and entertainment, such things, they also include that. And another thing, when you think of vacancies, traveling and all that, those are some of the sacrifices that you might have to make, because often we really want to do nice things for ourselves, but if now time doesn't permit, or your company or your brand or whatever empire that you're building requires you to really put in money, put in effort in it, you will somehow have to sacrifice certain portion of the money that you have invested into the business instead of going on a vacation. So imagine, in my opinion, I feel like if you can sacrifice a year or two in working on yourself, working on your business, working on your empire, than to just go out on a vacation and just celebrate and just have fun and just come back, and then the next thing, you don't have anything. Work is still sending. if you can just sacrifice those couple of years, then I think something can happen and it would be good. But also, me saying that, it doesn't mean that you're not supposed to enjoy life. Okay, so let's say, for example, I so want to go to Greece. I want to go to Greece. Like, I love Greece. I love Greece. Greece is beautiful. So, and I feel like me going there would require me to have really put in, enough money and all that. So my point is, I want to go to Greece, but I cannot afford to go to Greece because I'm still working on my brand. Please excuse the noise. The kids are awake now. Busy, but I'll try to be as quick as possible. Now, you can sacrifice that trip to Greece by, going somewhere closer, where it's a little bit cheaper. Because as you're working, you have to leave. You still have to enjoy your life and just live and have a good life. So, yeah, let me stop on that point because, wow, time has just flew. And so the time is very important. You will have to sacrifice the time. And I think I've touched on the time part because when I spoke about like the amount of hours that you'll need to put out, it means that it's also part of the time that you'll need to add in terms of you wanting to see something becomes a success. So time is also one of those. Your health, your sleep. Your health and your sleep, these are two important things. And as much as you can sacrifice them, I also feel like you need to somehow make it up. Like, if you're going to sacrifice, because this is what it often happens to me. If I'm working on a client's website or something for like until maybe 2 a.m., I'm going to make sure that when I sleep, I still get to sleep at least my 8 hours. If I fail, then it will be 7 hours. So do make sure that even if you've sacrificed your sleep, your health, make sure that you make time to sleep enough. Make sure that you put in a bit of exercise and eat right, because if your body is not in good condition, if you don't have the boost, if your batteries are not leveled up, if your batteries are not filled up, then it's impossible for you to function well. So those two are really things that when you sacrifice, you really burn one way or the other. I'm not even saying a week. In that week of sacrificing, make sure that in the interim you are somehow pushing yourself to fix that time, because if you don't, you will lose out on good energy and you being productive, and a lot of things are going to suffer, and we don't want your business to suffer. We don't want your health to suffer, right? We don't want that. So we have a comment. Sibu says, you should consider doing a podcast as well and name it Morning Glory in the near future. I already have a podcast, honey. I already have a podcast, and it's called Real Talk with Ntabi podcast on SoundCloud. But I can see that SoundCloud is not really, I think it doesn't really have so much traction. So I'll be moving to Spotify. So I really don't want to take away Real Talk with Ntabi, but I might just consider that. So let's just hold on to that idea. We might just do that. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. All right. So we're about to wrap up now. We are wrapping up. So this is how we wrap up now. Now, the work balance. When it comes to work balance, guys, I did not get the memo law that you have a podcast. Sorry, honey. I actually shared it on my Instagram, and you follow me on Instagram, so you might have missed it, but it's okay. It's all right. I just have few posts anyway, so it's not a lot, okay? So now the work balance, financial security, and then the 8 to 5 job. So the sacrifices that you have to make, especially if you own your own brand and all that, is that you will have to do, oh, sorry. before I go, have a blessed day, ladies. Thank you, Sylvie. I think Sylvie's about to go. Let me wrap up, guys, because wow, I think time has, it's time to work and all that. So thank you, Sylvie. I also didn't know about the podcast. I'm sorry, guys. I think I just have 3 or 4 episodes, but I'm moving it to Spotify because really SoundCloud is, it's really not doing it for me. So I'm gonna go to SoundCloud and then I'll definitely tell you about it. I'm even gonna somehow record some of the clips here on YouTube, so you'll know about it. You'll know about it, trust me. What did you just say? Few posts on IG? No comment, girl to mom. No comment. Guys, can I be honest? I'm getting irritated by the noise and I can't control it. The kids are just playing and I think it's their time to also have their moments. So I think I should end it here. Because I want to hear you, and I mean, you need to hear me. And if I cannot hear myself, I just become a mess. So not a mess in a bad way, but I just lose my train. I think we're gonna end it here. So I'm gonna end it with this message, okay? And I'm hoping that this message will really somehow highlight certain things that you have to take note of. So nothing worth it comes the easy way. Least of all, success in business. Making a sacrifice for success is inevitable. However, be careful not to lose the things that matter and make you happy along the way. You don't want to wake up one day and realize that the sacrifices for greatness you made cost you happiness, health, and peace. Yes, it's better to cry in the Lamborghini, but make sure that you don't cry too often. Otherwise, go and sell that Lamborghini. I will repeat again. Nothing worth it comes the easy way. Least of all, success in business. Making a sacrifice for success is inevitable. However, be careful not to lose the things that matter and make you happy along the way. You don't want to wake up one day and realize that the sacrifices for greatness you made cost you happiness, health, and peace. Yes, it's better to cry in the Lamborghini, but make sure that you do not cry too often. Otherwise, go and sell that Lamborghini and claim your family back and be happy and be fruitful and just have a peaceful life. Okay? That is what I'm going to leave you with. So that is it from me today, guys. Thank you so much. I hope I was not too close as I was reading. I know I have a beautiful big nose, so I hope it wasn't too much on the screen. But that is it from me, guys. Thank you so much for joining the Morning Glory. I love and appreciate you. Let's do this again tomorrow morning at exactly 8 a.m. I love and appreciate you. May you have an amazing day. And may whatever that you are actually planning in your life, the sacrifices that you make, let it be sacrifices that can really be worth sacrificing. Don't just sacrifice things that you might end up losing at the end. So know the difference and seek God, pray about it so that you can somehow have a good direction. All right, thank you so much. All right, powerful quote. I so agree. Don't cry too often in that lump. Exactly. Imagine if you have all the great things, but often you keep crying over it. You have it all, but you constantly cry. You have that mansion, but you keep crying. So be careful about that. Peace and happiness is important. Bye. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day to you too. Thank you all guys for joining. Thank you, Yemi. Thank you, Sylvie. Thank you, Pindi. Thank you, Sibu. Thank you, Koki. Thank you. Who else joined us? Thank you, Tato. Thank you. Who else? Thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Azola. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, guys. If I didn't mention your name, I apologize. But thank you so much for joining. I love and appreciate you. Until tomorrow, stay hot and steamy. Cheers. Oh, we have a comment. Thank you, sis. Mwah. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a good day.